Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot magazine. Thank you so very much for likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, the generous donations, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy, and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us. Grand Rising, Tia. It's almost like somebody's got to get something straight. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Lightworker William. How are you? It's almost like somebody's got to get something straight. Like they got to set the record straight, or they got to straighten something out. It's almost like this father figure is like, there was like lies, there was betrayal, there was jealousy. And now someone is trying to figure out, like, I'm seeing like somebody with a rolling pin, how to like smooth it over, how to straighten it out. But I feel like there's wrinkles in whatever they're trying to smooth over that they don't know about. Like there's things that have transpired that this person doesn't see while they're trying to smooth something out. Hey, Bumblebee Princess. It's almost like this person wants to get everyone together. Hey, Malcolm. My pleasure, Bumblebee Princess. It's like somebody wants to get somebody to, get this group together. Because it's almost like whenever now that they're awake, it's almost like either, after a tornado hits and you come up from the cellar, and you're like, oh my God, like there's nothing left. Everything has been destroyed. You're finding your car like 14 blocks over and shit like that. Everything is nothing is where it was supposed to have been. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, we got the 10 of Wands. There was like some type of something. And see, somebody sees that now. Now they're seeing clearly. Now they got that clarity about, there were some things that have happened that, oh my God, I like was not even aware of what was going on. Like somebody's almost like, after this clearly, like I was living in a bubble. And now someone they want to bring something in. They want to bring something, together. It's almost like this person wants to, like bring it together, work it out, create something. Hey, Amar. Because now that I feel like it's almost like life is going full circle. Or someone is taking a review of their entire life. Confirmation. Someone's taking a review of their entire life. And they are really, really reviewing everything from beginning to the end. Confirmation. And now it's almost like somebody they want to talk about, how or what it was. The confirmation, it's almost like now somebody wants to talk about it. They want to bring it all out into the open. Let's just get it out because they understand that is really and truly the only way to heal the situation. Is to talk about it, is to bring it up. Hey, Latasha, Grand Rising. Thank you so very much. All right, Lightworker William, enjoy your day at work. It's almost like, if you don't talk about it, nothing's going to change. This is what somebody wants to do. Finally, they finally want to figure out what's going on. They finally want to feel like they accomplished something. You know what? This could be like because I said there was like a father figure that was trying to work something out, smooth something out, and this could be between children. Understanding that, hey, it's y'all, these all you got, or something, whatever type of inspiring speech that he's trying to give. But like I said, there's somebody, I saw it with the rolling pin. Somebody was trying to smooth something out, but there was wrinkles. There were things that they did not know about that transpired. That maybe, come through spirit, that this person is now just finding out about, or still don't really know about. There's things that's still that this person was still hidden. I feel like this person, this father figure, is having these regrets that they wasn't present in the moment, in each and every moment, because now they're realizing there were so many moments that they were absent. They were not an absentee father in the physical sense. There was an absentee father in the mental sense, the being aware sense, the emotional space sense. They care for their children. They love their children. But you know what? They wasn't protecting their children. And sometimes they, as the father, got to protect the children from the mother. Not just the outside world. From the aunts, from the uncles, from the cousins, from the siblings. Everybody don't fit underneath the same umbrella. Each individual person has their own umbrella. Each individual person needs to be looked at as an individual person. Each situation has to be looked at separately. I feel like somebody just kind of looked at a situation and said, well, they all breathing, they all eating, they good. But see, things were not good. Yeah. See, now somebody is facing some type of justice. Or somebody's feeling like they're getting justice. But karma is here. Hey, K Hypsee. I feel like this mother figure is getting karma, because I feel like this mother figure could have been a dark priestess that was, raising baby's kids. Or knew this about something. And instead of creating a space of love and acceptance, for these children, there was one. Okay, so there was one rogue child. And it's like that's the one okay, so this rogue child was not really a rogue child. This rogue child was the one who was very spiritual. This is the one that they kind of like let go, as far as not really doing anything with this one, because they figure like this one, since well, I'm gonna let you figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like there was something like that, because they was working with these other two kids though. But see, something happened when somebody walked away. Somebody left the whole situation. And then that's when people started having a whole different viewpoint of what was really going on and who was really on the attack. because that's when they started really noticing things that they didn't notice before about this, about this whole loving situation, about somebody's communication, about what was really going on, or what was really being said, or maybe how the way somebody was saying it. Now they really paying attention to it. I kind of feel like maybe somebody, I don't know, there was somebody I feel like that was in their ego. And it's almost like this person was kind of like not really, somebody that they couldn't. This was like a Don Juan, somebody that was just always out for whoever they could get. They just wanted some punani. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. And it's almost like this person, spreading themselves too thin at one point. This Don Juan, like spreading themselves too thin at one point. It kind of feels like something from the past. Maybe somebody's recollecting about, what actually happened or how it actually happened. Because they're waking up and they're realizing, hey, Kenta, good morning. That, lives have been, I'm hearing that song by Hustle and Flow. It's hard out here for a pimp. I'm hearing that song. Somebody's realizing that somebody's life was really hard. Yeah, I feel like, with this mother figure, they was always, kind of defensive against somebody else. Didn't almost like this mother figure was always defensive against somebody else. Didn't want to hear what nobody had to say. Didn't want to be close. I'm like, didn't want to be close. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. They did not want to be close to somebody that they were supposed to have been close to. The lovers of two cups. Like how you supposed to be. You want to be close to your child, but some people, because of psychological issues, they feel like they want to go against their child. Yeah, it's almost like somebody couldn't see that this was a gift. They could not wrap their brain around something. Therefore, this is why somebody kind of like didn't treat this one. They was kind of like treating somebody different. There was a difference here in how somebody was treating a child. There was a difference here. And now somebody is seeing that, or they didn't see it, or they should have seen it, or somebody noticed it, or they're seeing this. They're noticing this. Hi, H. Hi, Hannah. Yeah, somebody is confused as to how long they let this shit go. They're confused as to how long they actually let this same bullshit go on. Like now that they're seeing that they saw it all along. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody made a decision. They really want to heal this whole situation. They want to heal this whole situation because, like I said, it's almost like somebody they waking up like, damn, I saw all this shit the whole time, but what was I thinking? Why didn't it make sense at that time? Why didn't I wake the fuck up? Because I could have stopped this. I could have said, hey, no, y'all, we everybody getting together. We ain't falling apart like that. We all gonna be together. But see, somebody realizing that they was kind of holding back because they was doing too much. Like, you doing too much. You moving too fast. They had too much going on at that time. And didn't see that this person, this mother, was sitting here tearing shit apart, destroying lives. Hi, V. Thank you so very much. Destroying lives. I mean, you know what? And it wasn't just that, but it was almost like somebody, they felt, it was almost like, it's like somebody felt very strongly about this, about their position in this, because they felt like they didn't have a position in this. Almost like, somebody felt very strong. How can I explain this? Because they didn't feel like they had a position in this. Okay, so like if somebody is like somebody, there's a couple, somebody's married, there's a couple, and whether it's the husband or the wife, they know that they're legally married. They live with this person. They got kids with this person. They see this person every day, blah, 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 blah. But it's almost like they don't feel connected to this person. Something like that. It's like almost like they're married, but the other person kind of only lets them come so far, or kind of keeps them at bay, or they don't feel like they actually fit in where they can get in, if that makes sense. But it's almost like, but they feel so strongly about their position, like, oh, I'm never going to leave so and so, because I'm always going to be seen as the husband, or I'm always going to be seen as the wife. Like it's because it's an egotistical thing. They don't want to lose that quote unquote status, and not realizing that the status is looking like a fucking fool. Yeah, somebody didn't want to listen to what somebody else was talking about, and now they realize they was telling the truth, and this is why they can't sleep at night. This is why they worry, and this is why they're upset with themselves, because they didn't listen. They did not listen. Even when somebody tried to explain some other shit, or talk about some other shit, or relay some other shit, or say some other shit, they still didn't want to fucking listen. They didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to come to grips with, this is the truth of how it is. They didn't want to believe it. And now somebody got the motherfucking nerve to wish, now that they're looking back on shit, that they would have said something. Because now they see that, you know what, they didn't say nothing when it came to his kids, his family. They didn't say nothing. And there was a whole bunch of shit that was going on behind the scenes. A whole bunch of shit. But this person want to act like they single. Confirmation, they want to act like they single and ready to mingle, like they just all out there. I feel like that's why this person didn't really want to get involved, didn't want to do nothing. They sitting there watching their kids be misused and abused at home, but they out in the streets. Confirmation. They out in the streets and didn't want to acknowledge their kids being beat up at home by somebody that's mad at them for running the fucking streets. You cannot make this up. Here they are running the fucking streets, creating problems instead of just staying their ass at home, trying to figure the shit out. Saying, okay, let me see if I could get this shit straight. But see, somebody didn't want to listen. They didn't want to hear communication. They didn't want to see nothing. They didn't want to get involved. They didn't want to understand, okay, I understand. They didn't want to do none of that. because they felt like they was going to have their wish fulfillment being out in the streets, trying to hook up with whoever, whatever. But now they see as life comes full motherfucking circle, and we had that life in review. Somebody see that it wasn't that damn good. Somebody see that what it didn't make them that damn happy. Especially since their whole family is out of balance. Hey, natural and urban. I know that's right. I know that's right. What's the message? Thank you for liking the live, Pink Haze. Yeah, somebody, now it's like they want their wish fulfillment. They want that wish to come true. And what that wish is for them to have that new opportunity, that new start. Now, like somebody wants to put in the hard work. Hey, Twyla. Now they want to put in the hard work. Hey, Nay Payton, I see your question, but I'm going to let you know. You posting it 700 times like that over and over and over is not going to get it answered. Thank you for liking the live. What's the message, Spirit? I just say the high horse, big head. Exactly. Hey, Twyla, did I say hello to you? Yeah. See, something about the what they was doing. You know, they was giving too much. They, like I said, somebody almost like they're gonna have to answer to. They're gonna have to answer to their behavior too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like they're gonna have to answer to why they didn't say something, or how come they didn't see, how could they not see something? Why you didn't say something? You know, what was more important at that time, and why you didn't protect us? You know, why you didn't protect us? Why you didn't come to our defense? And you supposed to have been the protector. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Susan. Y'all, let me go. No, I'm just going to keep going. We only got 6 more minutes left before I got to jump on and do my straight 8. Yeah, somebody has done a lot of deep thinking. They have really gone within. They want to, like I said, somebody wants to, I feel like work on getting it. They want to take charge of the situation and head it in the right direction now. Now, yeah, because now that they feel like they want to start something over. They want to have a new start, but the way they want to begin is not trying to control nobody. It's trying to love somebody, because they realize that love is what gets you. You know, the love is what gets you the respect. And see, now somebody is realizing, because these came out like that. The reason that there was no peace before, because whenever it's sideways, it's really upside down. Really, there was no reason there was no peace before. It's because like almost like, you know what, like somebody's delivery. Oh, you gonna respect me, motherfucker, or else I'm gonna put your motherfucking lights out. You know, the delivery is wrong. It's kind of like, you know, you don't want to just, you got to watch how you say something. I don't care. You don't have to like it. You don't have to love it, but you're going to like it. Or, you know, You ain't got to do that. The whole delivery. What's the message? Yep. And this could have affected, the entire family. I'm telling you, somebody want to create a situation to repair a situation. Like they want to plan I'm hearing that song, Family Reunion. Family reunion. Maybe somebody want to do something like that. Yeah, somebody's made a decision. It is time for them to travel. It's time. Okay. Guess who made that decision? His father figure. Yep. Uh-huh. It's time. I feel like this father figure is going to go have this conversation with this Queen of Cups. Could be a daughter. Maybe talking about that person, like how strong that person has been in the family or something like that. And they're looking at that person at a different point of view now, because they used to see that person as the wild child. But ever since that person walked away, ever since you walked away, they don't see it like that no more. That's whenever they really had that realization, and that's when they figured out how much they loved you, and they regretted all of this bullshit that was going on in the past. And they're finding out now all the shit that was happening, especially what the fuck was happening in the fucking family. I know that's right, Natural and Urban. Okay, Hypsee. I hope all that thinking they didn't hurt their little brain, right? What's the message, Spirit? Okay. Yeah. Something is about to come out. Expect something to come out. Some type of mystery, some type of secret, something. I'm telling you, something is about to be exposed that somebody is not expecting. And they're going to be confused when this shit is exposed. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and swing the pendulum. Then I got to jump on and do my straight eight. All right, Spirit, which way is the pendulum? Which way is the answer? What's the answer? Think of your question. Think of your question. Think of your question. All right, Spirit. Which way is the pendulum going to swing? Looks like it's kind of swinging no. Yeah, it looks like it's swinging no. Spirit, was the answer no? If the answer was no, please swing yes. Yep. Now it's swinging yes. I guess they answered the question. Because I said if the answer was no, please swing yes. So the answer was no. All right. Thank y'all so very much. I really appreciate everyone. I want everyone to have a wonderful day. I will answer questions TikTok probably on the weekend. And everyone at YouTube, y'all know I love you all. Thank you so very much. I look forward to seeing everyone later, hopefully this evening. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.